Hey y'all. Everybody calling in. Oh gosh, I cannot.
Are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
We are live.
We are
The people are
live.
looking at us and we looking at them, child.
Hey everybody. We're just a little late. Just a little late. We're waiting on Auntie Cook. We'll slide her in. But make sure you like, share, and subscribe to Millie Chan channel. We're gonna get started. We're gonna introduce the ladies. We'll start with oh, hold on. She's right here. There we go.
Here we go.
Come on,
My
Fly Auntie.
apologies.
Hey,
Hey, everybody. Hey, everyone. Hi.
Am I
Am I echoing?
I think
I
it's
think
Fly
it's Fly
Auntie.
Auntie.
You
You
have
have
you have
headphones.
headphones?
Okay.
We're
Okay,
hearing ourselves back from her speaker.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. What do you recommend I do? Because I didn't have any headphones last time.
Ooh.
Oh,
I don't.
I don't
I don't know.
know. We gotta see.
Let's
Let's mute up.
Hold on. Let me
Hold on. Let me
mute the
mute the
microphone.
microphone. I turned it down. Is that better? I don't know.
That is better.
That is better.
Maybe it was
No.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Is that better?
Is that better?
No. Everybody good?
Everybody good?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Ebony is
Ebony
something.
is something.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Let me do.
if everybody mutes when that person talks, whoever has the feedback, we'll be able to see who it is and then we can fix it from there.
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to ruin the live. I don't have headphones. I didn't have any the last time, so I'm not sure.
Okay.
No, you're not ruining it, friend. We're gonna get it out.
Okay. Everybody's in it. Hey.
Hey.
We gotta fix this.
Millie, mute real quick. Am I echoing? Yes. Okay. Fly Auntie, can you mute real quick? Am I echoing now? Okay, it is.
It's her. It's on her.
It's the feedback from the speaker.
Is it me? No, it's not me.
It's her.
It's her.
So in your settings, hold on, I'm trying
She's trying to echo off her own.
Oh.
Okay, Fly Auntie,
Y'all
Cook,
give us
in
a
your
second.
settings right down below you.
We'll be right with you.
Click on it, click on audio. And then you see the slide for your mic.
We're coming, y'all. Thank y'all for being here. Thank you for being patient. Like, share, and subscribe while you're here at Millie Chime with the girls. Yay.
Monica and Fly Auntie, y'all are muted.
Yeah, Fly Auntie, you are still.
Take the check mark out of. Take the check mark out of stereo audio and put it in echo cancellation.
Did we do that? Are we ready? Y'all got a little Jose Cuervo tonight.
Okay.
Just a little
No, that's
bit.
Good.
Yeah.
Are we good?
That's better?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. I would have gracefully bowed out. I don't want to mess nothing up.
No, you good, friend.
I know I'm a tech girl around here. That's
you
my job.
Okay, I love that. All hands on deck.
We got the Fly Aunt Cooks. She's here. We got Miss Monica, and we got Housewives and Chit Chat and Millie Chun. So we are going to get into the last episode, and we're probably the last people to sit here and talk about this, but it needs to be talked about. and we're just gonna talk about it because it is imperative. And there are so many things that have happened. All right. So I will let y'all know the first thing that happened, and then anybody can start when you get ready. So also
it's a troll. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So oh hey girl. So here we go with the opening. So we open up with Candace still just giving it to Giselle, right? Thank you, Jay. So we open up with Candace still giving it to Giselle.
A gripe. What she call her? A gripe.
A gutter snipe.
Thank you. A gutter snipe, bitch.
That don't even feel right in my
You had to
spirit.
put that in there, didn't you? Yeah.
That don't even.
I
mean, that don't even
because she
feel
said
right
that
in
part
my
with her
spirit.
chest.
In my spirit, I was like, "Oh," when she said it, and then she said the MF. I was like, she meant that.
From her small intestine.
Why Giselle look like she was just?
was like,
Giselle looked like she just did not get her Botox, and her jowls were distracting to me.
This is how she was looking.
She was looking like she ain't never heard no curse words before, specifically directed at her. That's what sent me. It's like, Giselle, ain't nobody told you about yourself before, babe? This the first time?
But
Giselle was literally getting ate up, like, real bad.
Like, Candace had every right at that moment to just go in. Because Giselle never said, I'm sorry. She never apologized.
She said, I'm apologizing now.
And then she was really trying to get Andy. Andy was really trying to get her to say, what is it that you said he did? And you're not getting the point.
He made me feel uncomfortable.
But you said he did something.
Right.
And I'm not gonna let Chris all the way off the hook because Chris had no business in that situation.
And wait a minute, P.S. What did he want to talk to Giselle about anyway?
That's the point. What y'all talking about?
Why y'all even talking?
He was mad with you. Tell us, you know.
That's where I disagree. And like, I feel as though, at least what we saw on TV, they had like a brother-sister-esque relationship. He said that he was mad about how things went down at the end of the reunion. Candace was mad. And so as like manager Chris, middle guy who has a better communication relationship with Giselle, he was going to try and figure out where they could make the bridge.
Okay.
And then she suggested the room. He said, can we talk? She said, oh, sure, we could go to my room. So
she did say that. Because
no,
she didn't say that. She said he said that.
Exactly. And then said it on the film. He did admit that he said it.
So he said that. Am I backwards? I'm sorry. He said, oh, we could go to the room?
That's why I made that post.
It's been a lot of stories. I apologize.
He lied about that. And they played the tape and it said it. And he said it. He did admit that he said it. But the thing about it is, if you put it like that, if they had that kind of sister-brother relationship, I understand that. But there's some disconnect there.
Right. And then let me just move on to Mia and G. Because I don't want to be insensitive about this, right? I honestly...
His prostate?
I don't know what that word was that Mia used that she has. All I know is that it ended up in a rash.
Oh, yeah.
Like, G was torn up about a rash. Am I tripping? I'm not trying to be insensitive.
He said, it was just a lot. Go on. Sir, you're dabbing your makeup. Please, before you wipe it off.
That's a stop it. Because you need to stop acting.
Oh, I just did not understand it.
He was acting.
You think he was? I thought he was emotional because even when he left the stage, like she was still checking on him.
Girl,
she was checking on him because we all just found out he had prostate issues and that it don't get up like that. Because if you saw the cameras at bar 1, how did you get to the back office?
Girl, what are you doing in bar 1 in the camera room? Why are you in the camera room?
I think Messy
right.
Peter sent that to her.
No, Jacqueline was right. Your husband don't know where you are half the time.
That I agree. I agree with that.
I agree with that 100%.
Miss Fly Auntie Cooks is down for that Peter is the messy. She said messy Peter.
Peter's the worst. He just the
Pat
worst.
is messy.
Not Pat.
Pat real messy.
What you got?
Pat.
And then wait a minute. And then side note, Pat messy. And then now he over here mad at them and had a whole video talking about defamation of character.
That man said somebody suing me, so I'm gonna sue somebody.
Oh
okay?
my god. Oh my god.
You get a lawsuit. You get a lawsuit. You get a lawsuit. You get a lawsuit.
But then they friends again. Because you know they friends again, right?
Well, she apologized. She did apologize. But see, here's the thing about Mia. Mia talks real big game and puts it out there for the world to see, and then deletes it like we didn't see it.
Or she'll be like, "Oh, I said sorry."
Yeah.
She apologizes like Lisa Barlow apologizes.
How to navigate, the reality scope a little bit better. I think she would be really good if she just stopped lying. Because as far as her putting herself out there, good, bad, or indifferent, she definitely does put herself out there. But if she just stops the lying, because the more she lies, the more credibility she loses. If she could just stop just saying anything and stop just lying, I think she could be really good for reality TV.
But if she stopped doing that, she's going to turn into a pile of dust. She will wither away.
We knew she was lying when she said that stuff about Peter and Wendy. We knew it was a lie.
Yeah.
Like I said, why would she cheat with Peter? Like, Eddie is fantastic. We don't even know if Peter gonna have a job tomorrow.
I was about to say, Eddie bankrolling stuff. Meanwhile, Peter out here not paying his employees. Like,
yeah.
Oh Lord, not Peachy Peter not paying the employee.
Peachy Peter, girl.
He don't have nobody else to rob. He don't have another sugar mama to rob.
Oh my God.
And it's a praise on the women with the money.
And then Mia has
okay.
Off the place. But Mia
I was gonna say something. I ain't gonna say that, but okay.
Mia has written that whole letter for G to read off. And I was like, $60,000, Mia, really, you just came up with that number. You could have said 10.
Mia will pull a $50,000 and a $60,000 out her behind so quick. And I'm trying to tell you, I'm going to be right behind her with a calculator. Because again, I have questions. You put $50,000 worth of renovations into your house. You gave Peter $60,000. We had $110,000. You told us that your rent is $10,000. You see how none of this makes sense?
Well, wait a minute. Back up. How's she renovating a house that she don't own?
That's where I was messed up. That's how I know she's not a CEO.
I'm confused.
That's what the Fly Auntie Cook said. Just stop the lying. If you stop the lying now and just let's go, we'll just forget about the lies and we'll just
who cares?
And I think that goes back to my little conspiracy theory is that the brothers are taking the fall. I feel like them and Gordon is in cahoots to stop the money from rolling out. They saw she was spending a little bit too much cash. They're like, we're going to end up having to take care of Gordon if we don't put a hold on this. And that's why they took away the access, because that's not even in a normal world. That's not even spending money wisely.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So, okay, we got Mia with the rash. Let's get to Ashley being homeless, because I feel like she's going to be homeless at some point.
You mean if Candace don't pay her $2 million?
You know when she gonna be homeless?
Look, if Candace don't pay for the lawsuit,
she gonna be homeless
before the lawsuit even came up.
No, but let me tell you, Millie, this is when the girl gonna go horny. She gonna homeless because she gonna be horny. And she don't have that man ain't messing with her no more. She gonna want her a young snapper like she did have before. She gonna try to sneak him over to that house, and he done already told her not to do that, and he gonna cut her off.
He gonna cut her off.
Once he get caught on that ring cam, it's over. You hear me?
That's right.
She gonna be done.
Done.
From my understanding, he don't even deal with his other kids.
Right.
What you think he gonna care about them little babies?
How you want to procreate with a man who don't already talk to the procreations that he owned? That was red flag number one.
That part.
Keep your diaphragm in.
The renegotiations of your post-nup, and you still not walking with any favorable terms.
Nothing.
But 2 kids, babies are a blessing. 2 kids in debt.
Well, see, now this is what I meant to look up before the show, and this is on me. Pow pow. Is DC one of those states where if you can prove your earning potential, that decreases your alimony, similar to what Neo and his wife Crystal had going on? Because she's been on Potomac for 7 years, because there is a steady check there. I don't know if DC upholds that, but in some states, the men or the other spouse can produce that and say, listen, Milichan can provide for herself. She don't need my support. Here, she been doing it for months. We was just partners. And then there goes alimony, even in a post-nup.
Oh, and that could very well be why she's not getting any too.
I don't know the ins and outs of that, but that sounds good. And I was thinking, like, a lot of people were up in arms about him not splitting the money or whatever, and he had money over here doing whatever he was doing, and the money he put it back in there. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
If I have $50,000 before I marry you, and my $50,000 doubles to $100,000, then I'm going to take another $50,000 and I'm going to put it back in there. That's what I did before I was with you.
Right.
So if I end up with $500,000, that's just me recycling my money. That has nothing to do with you.
But he was so smart. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Look how they said while she was on that lactating trying to get some tea over on Wendy, she should have been over there trying to figure out what Michael was doing.
Oh my God.
I think the thing that may work for her is, okay, boom. So he has his 50,000 before Candace. That 50 turns in 100. He takes 50 out. He flips it again. And turns into 500. I'm sorry, Candace Ashley. He flips that. Now, where it might be a problem for Michael is if he ever talked to Ashley about those business deals, if he ever consulted her opinion. The fact that when they the Penthouse has been on the show from the beginning. He owns that building.
Yeah.
When she did the vacation to Virginia, they went to his property. So she's constantly shown his business and his stuff in a better light to help earning potential. So if she has a good lawyer, they'll factor those things in. If you have a conversation with me, if you consult with me about where's good property, then she could possibly be entitled to that money.
But she has not done that. Like when she was sitting down with her uncle, he's sitting there like, first of all, why don't you have a lawyer? And then when she went to see the lawyer, it was like, oh, I had 10 minutes. What you got?
But I think that's
because she did not want the divorce. That's him. That's why. She
just wanted the threesomes to stop.
I think Ashley had a plan. I think Ashley had a divorce plan.
She thought.
She had a plan. But when she realized that Michael was a little bit smarter than the average bear, being her. Because I'm telling you, I remember when that TikTok came out and she said she was getting divorced. It was hallelujah time. She was dancing all over the place.
You can only get a divorce when you know all your alphabets and you can count past 100.
Yeah, alphabets, please.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Did you say he owned the building that the Penthouse was in?
Yeah, that's what she said, Miss Cooks. And this girl ain't getting nothing.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And he used to own the hotel they went to in Nemacolin.
Yeah.
I heard that. I knew that one. I did not know he owned the Penthouse, the whole building.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the house Michael that Darby they went to that Virginia trip.
He's worth some change.
Oh, Michael Darby money is super long.
That's took why 2 penthouses and made a big penthouse and just stayed there. Why she gonna go get a whole house note for $13,000 a month?
That's why
I'm a hater. Because she probably stay on the other side of this house.
Bring her sneaky links around going unnoticed. She might get a little more privacy out in the burbs.
Yeah, because
he probably got cameras in the bathroom.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when she said that he brought them kids back on Sunday and he was supposed to bring them back on Monday, I was like, no, ma'am, no, sir.
That told me everything I need to know about the co-parenting.
No. Let me tell you something. How this go? This goes 6:00 p.m. Monday. You and them babies going back to wherever y'all came from. You're not coming up in here.
Mommy loves you.
I got a bounce house situation going on, and I'm just getting into the. I just
crawled through that motherfucker.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
No, don't answer the door. Period.
Don't. Yeah.
Oh, I'm coming like this, straight from the ring cam. Go home.
He got a key.
I have a key. He has a key to my house, and I have a key to his too for the children's purposes. Girl, bye.
Girl,
let me
please.
tell you.
Not with him.
Let me tell you what Michael would have had.
Of course, if you have a key to that place, it doesn't even matter. He owned the whole building.
Jesus Christ.
But let me tell you something. And we know Ashley not smart, but if she was, that would have been one of them quick set keys. You know, the one that come with the pin, and you stick the pin in there, and it lifts up the prongs, and you stick Michael key in there. Every time Michael on his way, he gonna turn it. It's gonna work. When Michael leave, you gonna put that pin back in there, put your house key in there, turn it back. So if you come early, let me tell you what won't work. Your key.
Yep. Because you can't come in here. I'm sorry, sir. You cannot come in here.
Hell no.
Michael don't need a key, period.
Oh, God.
Now I'm in the shower and you coming in. I think I'm in the house by myself and you in the living room.
But let me tell you, for me, she was like, I want to be respectful for Michael. Girl, Michael didn't have no respect when he was standing in front of that mirror with his underwear on.
With that man.
Say that again, please.
With that man.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I don't want no DMs. Allegedly.
You could DM me all day long. I don't want your cease and desist.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that part.
I do not want to cease and desist. But what you're not going to do is mess up this bounce house action. You're not about to mess this bounce house situation up.
Now, I'm going to get on that ride.
I'm about to go.
Mashed potatoes backside. What? Give her mashed potatoes backside. I can't with these people. No, she didn't.
Not mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes sent me.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. We got to get. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. We got to get back to what
we took a left turn.
Sharice. What Sharice? You know what? I'm gonna tell you the funniest thing I heard was when Carlos King said Sharice could have been it could have been a webinar, webcam. It could have been a web series or something.
A webisode.
Why was Sharice there? Sharice did exactly what she did all season. Nothing. She was about to burst out of the dress.
Baby, she was out of breath. She said that. She said, "Hi, Andy." I said, "Ma'am, the Spanx is and it's cool. It's no tea, no shade. We all been there before, okay? We all been out of breath coming from the bathroom in our Spanx because we can't breathe. It's okay. But you had an option.
Not retired dream girl. I cannot.
I'm glad her shoulders could shoulder the wig because
big. It was
the hair was giving grease.
It was
hairspray.
She did not look bad though. She didn't look bad.
She didn't. She looked nice.
She didn't look
The
bad.
hair looked bad, but the hair wore her.
And the hair was not for her.
Yeah.
You know how when your grandmama see them cute babies and they say, that baby got some cute toenails.
Oh my God.
Sharice had some cute toenails at that reunion. Amen. Them eyelashes was gorgeous. Okay?
Somebody said she had three. They said she had 3 different hairstyles.
Oh Lord.
Did she have Cal style her like Giselle did?
Yes.
Okay, y'all. So let's just start with Jacqueline and Mia. Like, I need Jacqueline all the time. I need Jacqueline. I really do.
She gathered Mia. She never raised her voice.
Nope. And Mia pulled them. Let me show you something. Mia pulled them papers out that Pandora's box, and it looked like this.
It was nothing.
Mia said, hold on, let me get my receipts. And I got another page.
With that glitter box, nothing.
But then, let me tell you when I was done with Mia. And I'm going to tell you this. As much as she has talked about Jacqueline is lying, and Jacqueline is doing this, and Jacqueline doing that. But then she wants to say, I have some text, but I'm going to put those back. I'm not going to use those. Mia, this is the time when you can just not tell a lie.
I'd have been like, all right, Jennifer Williams.
It does not have to be a Pinocchio situation right now. If you got some text messages, bring them out. Bring them out.
What Jennifer Williams say that day she was supposed to be pulling out the receipts to Tammy? Oh, what day was it? The 6th? My dates only go back to the 7th. That's what Mia said when she put that phone away. Like, man, we ain't got no receipts.
I mean, that was crazy.
I just put it away now.
But let me ask you this though, because this is where Jacqueline kind of lost me. What grown Black woman who is now single affords themselves, works for the opportunity to have a Porsche, pays thine own down payment, and then for the sake of the best friend gets on TV and says that another man paid it?
Girl, I was like,
who does that?
You said that because she told you to say that to make her look good, baby.
And then
no, man.
let me tell you, this was the most, like, this whole season was a dud for me. But it was so many lies. Mm-hmm. Like this, like when she said, "This is what she told me that she wanted me to say. This is how she wanted the story to go." It's reality TV. Just do the reality.
But that's why I said all of them need to go home. We need to find regular people in a Target clothes again, like season 1 of Atlanta in Orange County. These women know too much. They are trying to create the story. They're doing too much of the producer's job because they've been around long enough to understand how the job works.
Mm-hmm. I think Mia and Jacqueline, they kind of, and I don't know, this is just my theory. You know, Mia kind of wants to be with the Green Eye Bandit. She definitely wants to be on that, you know, on their side. Absolutely. And I think kind of following their suit, trying to map out a storyline and do all of this, to me, overcompensating. Because I feel like the reality of it is her and Jacqueline were really good friends, and just based on their dynamic, they had a good storyline going. But when they went to try to start overcompensating and overtelling a story and over dramatizing things, that's when, you know, the fallout began to happen. And I think it more so came for Mia taking things up a notch, like I believe when they arrived, was it Mexico, when they had got into it and all that other stuff. So I think their friendship from the start, they had a really good baseline story to tell. But I think, you know, kind of like what Jacqueline said, Mia kind of starting to sell her soul for a check and taking things too far. And that's when, you know, the disconnect started to happen.
Because I feel like, you know, we all have really good friends, right? And all 4 of us have told somebody something that we are definitely going to take to our grave, right? So I get if I'm just joking with you, girl, you need to get you some blah blah blah. That's nothing for you to sit here and say, I need to close my legs to marry men. Now you
on TV,
you have
thank you on TV,
up on television
that we can't even take back. Somebody can go and find that any day and rewind it,
right?
And show your kids.
It's up here. You know what I'm saying?
Candy, it's embedded in my motherfucking brain.
Like Jacqueline is like, girl, that's supposed to go with us to the grave. Even, and I don't, allegedly, Jacqueline, I'm not saying you did that, but if she did do it, that's between her and her friend. If you sharing boyfriends, you know that she knows what you're doing. And saying that, I'm gonna say this: Jacqueline knows if she's been a CEO or not. She knows.
Gordon was the inspiration.
Oh my God.
I just also want to say this. I'm not showering with my best friend. I too have known my best friend since I was 15. And the day that this heifer get butt booty naked, slide the shower curtain back, and lift her leg up to step in that shower is with the day that with me specifically. Please shower, just not with me. It's going to be the day that I deck her in her face, and it will be the last day of our friendship.
Jellywood.
Like, I want to know, was that a lie? Was that a lie? Was they actually in the shower together?
No,
Giselle said she saw it.
And she said they should. I don't know things. And she said she showered with a lot of her best friends. That's what she said on the reunion.
And then Mia has no discretion, right? Like when they were at that table and they were talking about Peter's ex-girlfriend. And then when she said, she's really my ex-girlfriend, like, Mia, stop. just stop with the ammunition. Just stop that.
Please.
I don't know.
That's
She
just
think
taking
that's
it up a
cute.
notch. That's starting to become her pattern. Like she's just like,
but,
and it's without cause because nobody's asking you any of this.
yeah,
You just
does she think it's cute that
You just
she
share
wants
it.
us to know that she's walking around allegedly being a whore? I mean, I don't understand.
allegedly.
I don't know why she didn't tell us that. Well, I don't know why she told us that she looked at Jacqueline Yeasty with the flashlight. I don't know. That again, that's when the friendship would have been over. I should have had a V8 in her forehead. What is wrong with you? Why would you tell these people that?
Let me tell you another thing too that I'm not getting. I done went on some girl trips with my friends and we done got sloppy. But we ain't never walking around showing our cooch to each other.
Oh my God, who does
so I'm still trying to understand what kind of trips y'all doing? Like,
I don't understand.
Like, I've never done
in the right friend group. I will walk around with no top on. If like we coming in from the pool, we drunk, like whatever. The bra will come off, okay? And that's just that on that.
That's different. But we ain't just walking around talking about. Let me see what y'all
No, let me see.
Yeah, I was gonna say I just don't be sharing the cookie
because you have to. I mean, it ain't something just standing out there like that. You got to get under there.
Lift the leg, pull something.
No,
listen.
I gotta see everything in there. I gotta see your cooch or butt crack. Everybody's stuff ain't cute like that.
No.
Well, Wendy was eating it up.
Don't wash their chicken.
They told her stuff was cute and pretty. Wendy was loving it, honey.
Wait,
that's my point.
Chicken?
I'm saying people out here don't wash their chicken, and then you want to trust, like you want to show me your hind parts. No, I'm good, beloved.
No, and then y'all been drinking, so then that means y'all pissy. Okay, I'm just gonna be facts. I know how I get when I'm sloppy.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
That's just
look.
You want to see y'all? Let me see yours.
She said Mia was trying to have a meal. Lord,
listen. I'm trying to tell you, if I stick my leg up and cock it to the side, we finna have a good time. And if you ain't the person I'm having a good time with, I don't understand why I would do that.
Okay. So we talked about Sharice, right? The fact that Andy said that they called Sharice for what? Like, did they regret the phone call that they made?
Yes.
I think she's gonna come back.
Like, I just don't understand what Sharice's point was.
I don't like the way
Andy really said we called her by accident. She answered, and now here we are. Like, there was a level of desperation in Andy's eyes. He was like, "Please help me."
But did y'all feel like Sharice was lying about the stuff that she said about Karen? Because she said she had made that up, or because she thought Karen had said some things about her.
I don't believe what she said.
I don't believe what Sharice said. I mean, Karen can get sloppy too, but I just don't believe Karen over there doing it like that.
Well, according to Katie on TikTok, on Twitter, Karen finna get lawyers involved.
Really?
She tired of them.
She said it's a lie. And she said Sharice done played one too many times.
And she tired of them.
And she tired.
Katie said that?
No, Karen said that.
Huh?
Sharice had a fun time with Katie too.
Yeah.
No, Katie said it. She point blank. She said, "Oh, they're gonna talk about when me and Sharice had sex, allegedly."
No, she said
she just said it. So she didn't say allegedly. She said it, and she keeps saying it, and she won't stop saying it.
No, she won't.
And Katie, and I know Katie is going through something, but let me say this: like, if they really want this show to be good, we have to have some of Katie back, because
we need friends. We need some real friends.
Yes.
Would somebody come out bluntly and say something like that with nothing to lose? They not lying.
You can't help but believe them.
Yeah. She's definitely telling the truth.
You can't help but believe.
So Katie sent a message to Karen telling her to like watch out for Sharice and that she was a snake and like whatever, and that she was just sharing her experiences. Karen then said, "Thank you for sharing. I hope all is well with you, and I know she is a snake, and that's why I don't F with her. I'm sorry she betrayed you, but everything she's saying about me, every lie, It is a lie. It was a typo. So my attorneys are watching this matter very closely. I'm still winning, and so is she, but I'll never be friends with her on my phone or near me. Thank you for the love and support.
OMG.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, and she said, Katie said, absolutely. I was really disgusted by the clip I saw. Horrible, 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 and obvious lies. I know you're good. Best.
Oh my God.
Yes, ma'am.
And
Well,
you can't forgive everybody. So that is something really about Sharice that she just refuses to not,
Right. Because she'll continue to forgive Giselle.
Mhm.
Every season she forgives Giselle. They have to sit down and talk about getting back to their friendship every season.
So then, in the middle of all
But
that,
but Giselle, I mean, towards Karen, but has Giselle been as low down as what the thing Sharice is saying about Karen? I don't know.
I think it's all like relative where your scale is. She wore that free Uncle Ben shirt to the thing. That's really where it started.
Yeah, that was it. That was the beginning. And because that was so tacky. Even let me tell you something, Giselle's so tacky. Even the shirt was tacky. Did you see like the zigzag of the placement?
It looked like the twins put it together.
Like what was going on? It was like right here, then it was right down here, then it was right here. I was like, and then it was at the bottom of the shirt. I'm like, Giselle, you can't get a shirt printed correctly.
Now her wardrobe is just horrible.
Oh my God. But
it's the saying it and looking off. Like, and no, I won't be further elaborating. Thank you.
But when Robin interjected and said, when they were talking about Mia saying what she said about Karen, whoever the person worked at the restaurant, and then Robin said, well, we don't get our information from the blogs. We get our information from people. Girl, that's what we get all of our information from. We talking about you.
Girl.
Everybody
and the blogs are people.
You know what the blogs are? People contacted by the producers behind you. Please stop.
I mean, come on, Robin.
Andy better than me. Every time Robin would have said, that's why they don't let people like me host. Because every time Robin would have said something, I'd be like, excuse me, you're only allowed to talk on Patreon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I would have told her up. And I thought he was about to give us something real after.
I mean, let me tell you something. She thought this was her big one. I said this in my review. Robin really thought this was her big one. Robin thought that what she was doing, she was like, you know what? Y'all not about to get this information. I'm going to put it on my podcast, and then I'm going to put it behind a paywall. And the thing is this.
Giselle boosts her up with that foolery.
It still came out on the show. And then, like, y'all, okay, I know I'm skipping around a little bit, but the fact that, and this is why, Robin, you should have done it. And like you're going to say, we need to, like you said, you did what you did to Candace because this is reality TV. You need to live your reality. The fact that you didn't do that, each episode of that reunion made you look more crazy every week.
Yep.
Because you just
contradicted herself
every week.
Yep. And let me tell you what she did that I didn't like. When she told Andy on Watch Live, I was waiting for Karen to bring it out and say something. Girl, what? So she can continue, so you can make her look like a bad person.
Thank you.
What? That's why you wanted her to say it, so she can look like that she was so out to get you, that she's so messy. So you
could cry about your boys,
your business about your man allegedly cheating. Really? I'm so glad Karen didn't say nothing.
I'm so glad. But when she did say something, when Karen did say something, Robin's whole body language outside was like, girl, I know.
Yes. Yes. And she was laughing on the phone with Juan. She had to keep moving the phone over her face. She was literally laughing.
But
I wish we could have saw that scene if Robin didn't have sunglasses on.
But I mean, let me say this, 100%. That conversation she had with Juan was the conversation that she's had with him during Miss Canada Dry, right? Because that is something they had already gone through. They had already gone through all that at this point when they was outside.
It was
so when she called him talking about that, that's why he shot off like Robin. I just sent Canada drive back to Canada. Why are you calling me with this? I'm
What
on
more do you
something
want?
else right now.
I'm at the laundromat. That's what he said.
Exactly.
With the other one, with the new one.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
The one that almost looked like you.
Oh my gosh.
Look like a young Karen.
Hello.
Okay.
A baby grand dame.
So let's get into the right. This is the part when they got to the family fun day, right? I could not with this.
No.
Okay. Robin and I was peeped this whole thing when Robin and Juan and the boys were doing the potato sack in the yard. Robin didn't understand that was her family fun day. That's the only one that he was going to attend.
That was it.
That was it. Because somebody even wrote in and say it was like $15 for what she had planned. How you gonna have a family fun day and your man not there with his kids? And how am I gonna
I'd rather get a root canal.
Root. You took the words out my mouth. Do you know how bad you don't want to be at another event to schedule a root canal? Not only that, like you said, somebody else had to come get him. He said, "Don't worry about it, babe. Go on. Canada will pick me up."
You can't drive after that.
You cannot. Dry Canada picked him up.
Oh, geez.
He went back to the hotel that he paid for.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
And
then she's like, "No, Ryan had to have a root canal. No, he's my husband now, but he's working." And we're going to get to Chris. But today, I heard Chris say that the ladies have a call time at like 6 a.m. The men don't have a call time about 2 or 3 o'clock. So, one, you couldn't just slip away from Coppin State for 5 minutes, 20 minutes to sit behind your new wife?
No, because after practice, he got to go wash the clothes.
Oh, my God.
With the new...
He was sitting where he wanted to be sitting.
Allegedly.
Did you see how they was sitting in that car in the washing mat?
Caked up. You know when you're tired and you waiting on your clothes to wash.
But did she go behind and make a post with a song on it?
Oh my God.
Dancing with the gang.
Yeah.
I would have threw that.
Yeah, that's what she did. Yeah.
Now, see, ironically enough, I don't care nothing about Chris. If Chris was my man, okay, boom. You went to go talk to Giselle again. Like I said, y'all had a good relationship going on. Cool. You come home and I see that pic. Why y'all was leaning that close? So who got bad eyesight? Y'all couldn't see? Y'all couldn't put the phone up on nothing? Why y'all leaning? You know What's the lean for?
You know what the lean for.
It should have been some people outside holding up signs. You know what I'm saying? It should have been, you never should have been that close. I need to see you get some quarters or something, but you should not be sitting under her like you ready for you waiting on your underwear to go. That's crazy.
No,
it ain't no lows that need to be checked. No, nothing need no fabric softener.
No.
Y'all got time to lean, you got time to clean. Please get up.
He's not the water boy. But she's the water girl.
Oh my God.
Well, no, she is the director of basketball. I'm misquoting it.
That's what it is. She the water girl.
But
my little sister is doing gonna do an internship for that same job. That's what the young lady is. That's a fancy name for a director.
She the executive assistant.
That's a fancy name for water girl.
Honestly, I know. Like, she sat there, Robin got married, she walked down the boardwalk, she did threw up the finger, she didn't patted her derriere, and
it aged so well, didn't it?
5 months later, and so she wants to, like, Robin stands on the heel of, I didn't need to bring it up. We had already worked it out, so I didn't see a need to bring it up. It's reality TV, Robin. It's your life, and now you out here looking crazy because every week you are contradicting yourself.
And nobody's giving her sympathy because now we're like, why?
Why would I give sympathy to a woman who looked me dead in my eyes and told me that her husband was engaging in conversation with a woman in the DM? She came into town allegedly for another man, lost her wallet, and then my man got in his car. He didn't call the hotel, he didn't Zelle it, he didn't Cash App it, he didn't PayPal. He got in his car and took it to the hotel. Now, if you want to believe that, that's fine, but you got up here on this TV and tried to sell it to me after you flicked me off. I'm offended.
I'm offended because Robin thinks that we are as crazy as she is.
Somebody he never met before.
Like, I don't know why this woman is calling me. So, but you are aware, Robin, you told us that they met on Instagram. Why would she call? Why would I call another man and say my boyfriend plays for the Baltimore Ravens? That's not even your business.
Not
That's
a
like a one-on-one. If
we gotta keep y'all separate.
That's like a one-on-one. Why would I even tell you that?
What the left hand need to know about the right hand for?
Sure.
Exactly.
But that's a football team. It don't even match. One
and
does
he
basketball.
He a D
I'm not giving up my
400.
money to go down and hang out at Coppin State.
I'm trying to understand, how does that even match?
Exactly.
The match.
And like the girl said, I didn't come down here to see nobody else but Juan Dixon. And the only reason I'm just not coming is because we just got opened up from COVID. So I am coming here to check on my man.
Yeah.
And your man went and checked on you.
And
then try to pass her off.
Oh,
y'all think it's made a goal? Like, is that why Robin keep
platinum?
That's all she knows. That's all she knows.
I'm gonna have to quote old boy from The Best Man. Gold is played is platinum. It got to be platinum.
It's got to be platinum. That platinum penis would be about the only thing to make you believe that man went to that hotel, dropped off his credit card, and came home.
But you know what?
Be about the only thing.
Somebody said something. It may be somebody in this room right here. I'm not sure. But somebody said something. Because Robin said she does not want to be bothered. She doesn't. She wants to be left alone. So you have to know. Like, I get it. I like my me time also. But you have to know at some point you're going to have to at least acknowledge there's another human in the house with you.
Robin is full of crap. Okay? That's what Robin is. She's embedded that in her head to keep this relationship going. For what reason, I don't know. Because them boys are going to get grown and leave. And then she's going to be stuck in a relationship with a serial cheater. And when them boys leave, I just want to give her one. Miss Monica, I want to tell you something, baby. When them boys leave up at their house, best believe one leaving too.
Oh, yeah. He done already been on a hot mic.
Yeah, he's gone.
He's already dead.
How old are the boys now?
He's
almost
already
about
dead
to leave.
for the kids.
At least one of them is almost about to leave.
It's the hot mic for me.
Yep.
Like that's the X in the equation, and then the Y in the equation is because I know y'all seen Robin dancing on Ashley TikTok. Now, when you take them dance moves,
baby, did you see my story?
And you add it to the hot mic.
That's why I said in my story, I said, y'all check them stamps in the passport. When I saw Robin at the dance studio, when she had turned over on her side and she leaned her head back and made that Freddy Krueger face, yes. I knew right then Canada Drive was on point. I knew she was flying in and out, bounce housing it up. I knew it.
Yes. I gotta find my notes. I think I said something too. When she did that, I said, oh.
I wouldn't even know what to do with that. She probably ain't doing nothing with it. That's probably why she over there talking about she want to be left alone. That's miserable. I don't know why.
The praise dance hands.
Not the dollar store.
No,
that's her sexy dance.
Yeah, that's the one that be getting me. Her and Giselle with the udder pulling. I'd be like, what is this?
What is going on?
No,
like I'm not gonna get into that. That's another night. But let's get into this 50-50 prenup. What y'all think about that?
I can pass that. I'm not even tripping on that part. I'm tripping on this dumb talking about she didn't put in there any clause for infidelity when you know you got a serial cheater.
And you're trying to make it like, well, what if I cheated? I'd be going against myself or something like that.
You was with this man
you got the upper
for
hand.
3 million years, 2 days, 5 seconds, and 43 milliseconds. And to our knowledge, you have not cheated. Why in 2023 forward is it going to be different?
Girl,
is the platinum fading? What happened?
She stayed under the same roof with one for 7 years after the divorce.
Hello.
And y'all never
2 homes. They moved
out. Like I'd have been tag teaming out. Like I'd be like, this week I'm going out at night. Next week you can go out at night.
See, and those are the questions that we needed Andy to ask. Like, you never got anything on the side while y'all was separated. Like you never saw anybody else. You never went out on another date. Like it's only just one.
You just waiting on him to act right.
Period. Dot. That's it.
You just waiting on him to act right.
That part.
In the same bed, and he coming in late. I cannot.
That part.
First of all, I don't know if I'm waiting 7 years for no man. Listen, in his life, it all happened, so it's not really the shade that it sounds like. But this man hairline is running away from him. Okay, we know what it do when it get older. I'm supposed to sit around and wait for your dwindling penis?
Oh my God.
No, absolutely not. You know what I've been doing in these rental houses that I was flipping?
They let them run. They let the street meat run rampant.
The street meat.
The street meat runs rampant. Go community service. And then they bring their dwindling peen back home.
Thank
and
you.
Let me say this.
Carotid livers and all.
You can't. No, we don't believe anything she says, Danielle, nothing. But you can't have so many stories and not one of them happens to be true. You know what I'm saying? Just like with Karen. Like with Karen. It is too many blue eyes around here for one of them not to be true.
Yeah.
Now I'm not saying she over there in the bathroom. I don't believe that at all.
No.
But I definitely believe she was sitting next to somebody in Vegas. I do believe she was on a trip. And I do believe that her and Ray have renegotiated. Because when Karen was on Watch What Happens Live with that little black dress on,
baby with that pom finna catch pneumonia.
I
said, Ray can't handle it, baby.
No,
he can't. I got up and went to the gym the next morning. I said, baby, let me get up.
That's what I said. I was like, oh my God.
But also, if you remember when Mia pulled Karen to the side to tell her what she had heard, and Karen was like, well, if a young man wants to da-da-da-da-da-da, and I'm like, well, Karen, how you know he was young?
Exactly.
Who said that?
Yeah. Who said that? The thing of the matter is, if Ray is okay with it, then it ain't nobody else's business.
Hello.
Right now, he's up in age. Him and Karen, trust me, him and Karen have discussions, and he knows what that woman is doing.
And I think it's out of respect for Ray is the only reason why she doesn't say anything.
Exactly.
And that's why, and see, that's what I think. I felt like when Robin passed that phone around, that was like breaching the contract that she and Ray had. I felt like that was a little disrespectful because there's no way. Let me say right now, if I had a husband that was 73 years old, I'm gonna need all three of y'all to know that I already, when I get off of this live, I'm gonna be on somebody else's live. I need y'all to understand that. If my husband is 73, okay. I don't think the blue pill just working like that.
It's not.
And I don't think he want to be clapping cheeks anyway at his age and get his heart rate up too high.
Yes.
When I saw him drinking that coffee, I was done.
Let me tell you, we was having this discussion the other day. I date younger men, and I told my homegirl, I said, look, if I need a man that's gonna be able to take care of me when I get older. If he gonna go and get him a little son when I'm old and I can't do it no more, then go ahead. Just don't disrespect me.
No,
that's what I'm expecting.
I'm not.
That's something I choose to do.
I'm not gonna let him come to the house. He's not coming to the house.
It won't be no disrespect.
You ain't got to drive me over there. You don't have to do that. But when I tell you I'll be back, I'll be back.
Exactly.
I'm gonna come back. Don't act like that, I'm coming back. But Ray strike me as the type to get a younger man at his company, like one of his younger CFOs, and be like, listen, I need you to take care of her. I'm finna, like, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm 73. You know them agreements that the people, like the cancer patients and stuff, like marry my husband when I passed away and stuff. I feel like he that one of that type.
One in their house when they first start coming on. She had one that lived there.
Oh my God.
Y'all gotta remember that when the first episode, the first season, she had one. Yeah, y'all need to go back and find that one. She had one.
Did she?
Yeah, she did. They moved her right on up out of there, but she had one. Yes, she did. Mm-hmm.
Well, I know. Well, I know she got one now.
Well, Ray feelings was hurt, and he told them young ladies. Yeah, they were so disrespectful this season. I'm so glad that he spoke up for himself.
Yes.
Yes, so glad that he said that.
Ray is a man of a particular age, right? And just like Gordon over there, Mr. Happy-Go-Lucky, like everybody's not Gordon.
No.
And Mia is around here still doing handstand and all that stuff for Gordon. And Karen ain't got time for that. And Ray don't know what to do with a handstand. So we don't have time for that.
Well,
Ray is unmoved.
Also, let me and them tell it that me only need to do the handstand for so long. It's only going, but so far.
Because she done told the whole world he can't.
Y'all don't talk about my man and his impotency. Like, ma'am, nobody said that.
But see, that's what
nobody said that.
That's what I'm talking about. She be giving too much information. Like, she cannot have pledged anything ever because she has no discreetness.
Trying to drive a point home, trying to upstage Jacqueline, trying to prove a point. Nobody connected that dot that they're having, extra people in their relationship because he can't perform. We all thought I thought it's just a progressive thing, and that's just what they like to do. And it's okay. No, I had no inkling and said to myself, oh, it's because Gordon can't perform and he had prostate cancer.
And when she said that, I was like, wait a minute.
And who knew? I didn't even catch that. Who said it?
He may not even want her to say that.
That's why she kept turning around. You okay?
Giselle didn't even know. Giselle was like,
what?
Ashley was filling her in. She was like, yes, she told us that. Giselle didn't even know.
Baby, I was shocked.
You are right, Tammy. She said that's why she said no, girl.
Nobody knew.
Okay, y'all.
He did say that. I forgot.
Okay, so now the husbands come out, and
oh my God.
and Ashley, Giselle, nor Robin have a husband. Right? So they sit down, and this has to be, and I'm telling you, at that moment, I feel bad for Robin. Because I was like, Robin is legit now, right? She legit.
Legit what?
She legit with a ring. We haven't seen a wedding certificate. I'm not looking for that. But her husband could have been there. Right? So now they're sitting there talking. And I'm going to tell you something. I feel like they hella jealous of Wendy because regardless of what's going on in Wendy and Eddie's house, they look fantastic. They are the model couple for me. Right?
A lot of people was in my comments saying they would love to see some kind of spinoff with Eddie and Wendy.
Really?
I'd watch it.
I think they're awesome and I think they're amazing, but I don't know about no whole show.
They could do a little special like Karen did, a little 2 hour.
Right, I could see a special. I could see a special for them. But child, their family is wild. They have like the mom is off the hook.
Yeah.
We barely get to see the sister. She's a doctor. She has her own family.
Right.
The in-laws.
I think if they do a little special, I do think there's a little something there. But they're like one of my fave couples to watch. You can tell that they're solid in their relationship. Yeah. They communicate well. Like,
and did you see how devastated?
Because of all the stuff that goes on, we don't get to see more of the husbands because I think the husbands are fun.
Yes, I love to see that. And did you see how devastated Robin was when they showed the clip of Wendy and Eddie laughing when they said that he was happy Eddie? Like, Robin never gets a chance to do that. Because when it's
Juan always yelling at her.
Yeah.
Or looking like just totally labored to even breathe the same air that she be breathing. Like it's the way that he be like, yes, Robin. I would be like, oh, we into it.
And Giselle has never had a husband on the show. So why is she even a housewife? I'm still trying to figure that one out.
Soundbite that, please.
Giselle has
when did that happen?
I
remember her moving there, but not with a husband.
It's because she a producer.
When Giselle was talking to Candace, and she was like, "You've talked about Michael. You've talked about Eddie. Girl, what? Who has she talked about for you, ma'am?
Sherman?
Don't worry, we'll wait.
Ain't nobody talking about Sherman. Girl, no.
Sherman ran away.
Monique and Sharice ran Sherman out of town, girl.
Sherman done ghosted her. Okay, when Sherman left, every Hugh left.
Jesus Christ.
Sherman left and took every Hugh with him.
She got PTSD how they did Sherman.
And I'm gonna tell you something.
If ever bring another man on there, I'd be surprised.
That one does not give a damn about Robin. I'm just gonna say it. And I hate to say it like that, but he could care less about what goes on with Robin. He doesn't want anything to happen to her. She is the mother of his children. But when it comes to saving face for me, being on one accord for me in front of all these people in America, so these 4 women won't talk about me, he don't care nothing about that girl.
All Robin is a representation of stability.
Yeah.
That's all that Robin represents for him in his life. Since they were kids, Robin is a representation of stability. And that projected onto his kids as, he projects that onto his kids as well. As long as he's here, his kids are okay and they're stable and they won't have to face being around. A lot of men stay in relationships too because they don't want no other man raising their kids either.
Yeah. But see, then you stay in relationships and you do stuff that he does. You just go and live your life. Like, no,
but
like,
see, I feel like, I'm sorry.
No other man is raising your kids at the same time, and it may not be another woman around your children either, but you're not at home helping me raise these boys. Because
they're living a double life. You got one foot inside the house, one foot outside the house. Yeah.
This is my whole thing when it comes to children and raising children, right? Like, if my daughter sees this video, like I have not said anything that I'm embarrassed about. She knows that I have an opinion. She knows I'm gonna talk. She's gonna say that's my mommy. That's exactly what she's gonna say. I'm not gonna do anything crazy, right? So I'm thinking about Robin's kids. She's raising boys. She's raising men who need to come out and ask someone to spend the rest of their life with them. Why would those children ask another woman to spend the rest of their life with him when his mama over here just letting the daddy live and he looking at the daddy like, I really don't have to get married. My mama, she wasn't tripping, and the
bars in hell.
Because I'm gonna tell you, and I've said this before, if my baby goes on a trip on the East Coast and she come back to my Carter Dixon, I'm calling Robin. Girl, if you don't get you better tell him delete my baby number out of the phone. I don't care what goes on.
No, send my kid home.
You can't talk to mine. No, ma'am.
I'm on the next thing smoking. Matter of fact, I'll come get her. Don't worry about it.
God.
Absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely.
But I feel like Robin and Juan had an agreement, and I feel like it's beginning to feel like Robin pushed it, right? Because they've been on here for seven seasons now, right? From the beginning. Season 1 through 5, we didn't get this Juan. Juan was showing up to the reunions. Juan was doing the thing. To me, it feels like, listen, we gonna sign this check. We gonna make back the money we lost. We gonna do whatever we gotta do 5 years, and then you go left, I go right. And they started collecting that check from it, and it feels like she was kind of like, oh, I'm gonna just do it for 1 more year. Wait, listen, I told you I signed up for 5 because he's just every year it ramps up a little bit more, and it's like I didn't sign up for this. I did my part. I was real great. I played it nice. I showed up to all the reunions for 5 seasons. F out of here.
Yeah, she had to pay for their warehouse. That's why they back on there. She had to pay for their warehouse she filmed in with them hats.
The one he stormed out of.
Oh my God.
I'm not doing this with you, Robin.
Businesses.
No, him on that phone.
My business
Him on that phone talking about, you better tell them ladies to stop. You better
You gonna have to stop talking to me crazy on
you better
film,
tell them
sir.
ladies stop.
Very
People treat you
Robin,
how
I'm
they
not,
feel
I'm not
about
fucking
you.
doing this
He
with you no
cannot
more.
hide.
Ooh,
No,
child.
he can't, because he was hiding it for 5 years. He was supposed to be done. He done told the other little girl, yeah, I got to do this for about 5 more. You know, next year we done. And then next year came around and she was like, I re-signed the contract. And he said, huh? And that's when he said, I paid for the hotel.
So, okay, y'all. So what are y'all thinking about? Let's get to Chris and Candace. Like, I think Candace held it together the entire season until this moment.
They did fall apart. They
When she
crumbled at the
wrapped
end.
her head around. Now, I know the colorism conversation was not as long as it should have been, but at least the words were put out there. They talked about colorism and all that. Now, as far as what Candace did, because I really didn't say that much. People were saying, well, why you didn't say this and this, and this? Because I was really waiting on here to come here and
Everybody
say
in the comments, they got a critique for your art. You know how that be.
But I feel like Candace was very upset. Candace is coming to her husband's defense because Candace and Chris has what I see a great relationship. She loves her husband, right? So you're already a bulldog for him. So you want to sit here and talk about my husband. So I feel like when she said that to Giselle, white looking self, yes, it was like they never had the colorism conversation. It was like it never happened. But she was upset, you know what I mean? And she was trying. I understand when you're trying to get your point across. Sometimes you're going to say some stuff you don't mean to say. Right?
Yeah.
And I think Candace was wrong in that situation. And I think Wendy put her on the right track. But I realized that Candace was like, no, I'm standing on this because I'm mad like this. So I respect that part. But it was like the conversation had never happened to me.
I just feel like in her anger, she spoke too fast. That doesn't make it right.
Right.
But I know me. I can do a fast ramble off of the tongue on any subject, even when I'm not angry, right? And when you do that, in order to keep up the cadence and keep up the speed, sometimes words get omitted from it, or your brain just isn't catching up as fast. I feel like what she was saying was trying to correlate back to that colorism conversation. Here is another example. In history, it has been proven that lighter skinned black women and that white women are believed at a faster rate than women who look like me. And you, as a black woman, knowing that, sat there in all of your ambiguity and still weaponized your light skinism.
Yeah.
When you could have been talking about your uterus. Now, that's not what came out. In her frustration, what came out was da 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 and your white looking ass.
Yeah.
And now we're stuck there.
That's it. She wasn't thinking. It was emotions. No. That was it.
It was emotions. But I also feel like Wendy could have checked her backstage. I'm sorry.
I didn't like that either.
I feel like she should have played it like the Green Eye Bandits. I check Robin a lot in private. I check her a lot in private. Wendy should have checked her in private.
I disagree. I think because of Robin saying she checks Giselle a lot in private, which probably never happens. I didn't have a problem with Wendy saying what she said on stage because you literally had just finished the colorism conversation. And I think it was, she said it the right way. She wasn't disrespectful. And she said it in a way that Candace could receive it. So I feel like, I feel like it was perfect. You know, like
I feel like she missed some things. If she would have corrected her and said exactly what Miss Chit Chat just said and explained it, maybe this is what you meant, then I would have received what she said more. But she did. Yeah. She stopped and she cut it off and she was just like, you're wrong. And I'm just like, no, tell her what she's not wrong, but the way that the delivery came out was wrong. But when you're mad, because when you're coming for my husband and you keep coming for my husband, see, Miss Monica would have probably been out to sea, and then we would be getting papers, and the people would have said that we had to go to court because it was an assault case. See, it could have went all type of different ways.
Yeah,
So,
and then like the YouTube user right here, like they're in an interracial relationship. And I'm not gonna lie, I sat there and forgot about Chris was white over there for a minute. I literally did.
I always forget he white.
I totally forgot. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's right. But she was just standing up for her husband, and she had just got upset. And yes, she misspoke. She probably, I think that she could have done this a little different. But
I think for me, I agree, but I feel as though they're filming for hours on hours and hours. Mm-hmm. You have 10 months worth of buildup. You have months of Giselle doing interviews. You try to have a colorism conversation. Giselle really takes no accountability, doesn't really acknowledge anything. You have your husband that stated he's lost business. This is income that's not coming into my household. Right. People already think, because of my generational wealth, my husband doesn't work. He doesn't do this. He doesn't step up to the plate. So I think you have months and months of frustration and emotions. And I think,
and it doesn't mean it was
had a moment.
Yeah,
she held herself together, I would say, pretty well throughout the whole season. Throughout the whole thing. And to be honest with you, I feel like she did really well in comparison to just letting it all, go out, because she really didn't give that. She kind of composed herself well, and I think it's just a lot of raw emotion and a lot of buildup. And then you can hear the emotion in Chris's voice as well, too. So, you're feeding off of your husband's, you feed off your loved one's energy as well, too. And to be honest with you, I feel as though Giselle needed to be put in her place because the gentle parenting was not working.
Right. Because, like, as people pointed out, Giselle has a history of just Black history in her family. Mm-hmm. Her father was a civil rights. He walked with Martin Luther King, right? Mm-hmm. You should have been the first person to speak up for colorism. You should have been the first. And you and Robin being mute during those conversations spoke volumes.
Was the problem.
And the thing about it is, with what Candace was saying, was no one's really holding you accountable for trying to destroy my marriage, my home. And the reason why is because you look the way you look, and she stood for everything. She say, "I'm not taking it back. Sorry, I'm not," because she meant what she said. Definitely understand when you coming for somebody's house and their family. When you like those words, those things that she said could have put that man in jail or anything.
Yes.
So that's not nothing you just play around with. You don't just go around saying that people done did things like that to you. Like that's just not conversation that rolls off your lip. Oh, well,
And let me just interject. I also think Giselle kind of went with this kind of thing. Mm-hmm. I think because she thought because of the relationship her and Chris had, that Chris would just say sorry and they would just roll on and that would be that.
Yeah, I think she didn't plan to be here.
She totally forgot that this man is married to Candace. Some of that energy, that the thought process, they're married for a reason. And I think this last part of the reunion showed them that this is why they're the Bassetts. Because Chris did not hold back when he got his opportunity to speak. Mm-hmm. He went in, and them. It was needed, but I was like, "Oh, Giselle, you getting it today."
And then, like, Candace better than me because I would have been Dina Manzo in the bathroom at the dance studio.
Well, we have to
Mr. Andy, you want me or you want Giselle? We not gonna both be here.
We have to understand though, ain't nothing done on that show without a producer on it. So they pushed Giselle to do something that got her in the position that she's in.
But Giselle if Giselle is really doing EP work, she is horrible at it. Like
no Mariah Huck.
And I don't know why they keep saying it's her name in the credits because she's not doing horrible. A good job.
No.
Like you didn't put yourself in anything. And I had to go back to this. but I have to go to this. You talked about a hysterectomy in your truck for one scene and at the ice cream shop. You had something to talk about that would move many women. There are women out here right now that have gone through that are scared about going through that. They don't know. And if they go to their DVR, let me go back and see the episode Giselle was talking about what she was going through with her kids. And she went to the doctor's office and she did this. And she was talking to she was talking to Robin about this and this, and this. She was saying how, I know I don't want to have any kids, but this is a problem for me because I feel like I'm less than a woman.
It was so much potential there for Giselle and for Robin, not even from the representation part. It was just so much other things that we could have been talking about than to be trying to tear not just Chris down, right? But like another human being. Like we were on this show, Real Housewives. Like somebody at some point along the way, even at NBC, should have been like, this is not the type of entertainment that we want to be known for.
And then
it should have just never went this far.
And then Chris is like, I'm going to tell you what was really bad for me. Because usually, since Chris has been on the show, he's very out there. He's in scenes and all the time. He's not just at home. He's not just in his
He's involved.
Like, he had to just pull back from the whole show. We didn't even really see him.
Yeah.
We seen him more on this press tour that he on than we did on the show.
Yeah.
Telling it all.
Another thing, the outside of the show is so much bigger than the show. If you get what I'm saying, like they're doing the interviews and whatever, that's so much more entertaining and interesting finding out the behind the scenes stuff that's happening than the actual show.
The whole reunion was better than the whole season.
Yeah.
And it's better for brand creating. Like, I'm sorry. You don't see, first of all, Giselle and Robin sit there and talk about the internet so bad. And I said this on an earlier recap. If they could figure out TikTok the way that Ashley has, and not necessarily in the form of dancing, but just to utilize their social media platform in a better way than just posting pictures, they would. Their lack of ability to do so results in their anger. Like when they were on the Sherry Shepherd show, like, oh, that's the internet. The internet's not real. Yeah, who subscribes to your Patreon? Who are these 4 million streams on Reasonably Shady?
Exactly.
If it's not real.
Exactly.
And then it's like they don't, and I don't, okay, yeah, Ashley doing TikTok dances is cute. But my whole thing is this, don't sit here and make fun of Ashley. Don't make fun of her. Oh, you doing your TikTok dances?
Ashley is dancing for her livelihood right now.
Her dances ain't cute though, Millie. I'm sorry.
No, they not. We not gonna say
what dances you looking at, baby?
I'm just saying, don't talk about her because she loves.
Well, don't talk about it when all you have is udder pulling. Like, shut up.
Exactly.
If you can't hold a beat if they super glued it to your little hips, so it's like not too much. You know what I mean?
But you know what? Let me say this. This last little TikTok they made, I will say this. It was kind of crazy to be doing a TikTok with that song, FBs Get Money. Like, that was really low taste. Like, that was crazy.
Very low brow.
And you know who did it,
low
though?
brow.
The brokest ones in the group. Because Candace is where on tour. And so is the Grand Dame. Hello?
Oh, my God. I just didn't like that. I didn't like that. Hold on. Let me see. Now we're at... they're talking about Andy asked the guys, like, how did they feel about the trip that the girls had gone on? So of course Gordon was all about the trip. The girls were taking showers together, they're showing each other private parts. So Gordon is all about that. Ray went into straight old Negro spiritual. I don't like it.
I don't like it.
Huh?
That was good.
Ray was mad.
That Negro spirituals ate us up. You cleared with that one.
I don't like.
All he needed was a straw hat.
Girl, and a piece of straw.
And then to start his sentences with, well, Andy, you know, I've been watching these shows for a long time. I've been seeing
like
these
that.
girls.
He don't like none of the trips. No trips for him. No more.
Wait a minute, Michelle McBee. That is, I'm gonna tell you, I haven't said this anywhere, but this is exactly what I said. He just don't want to raise them babies by himself. That's why Gordon sit over there crying, trying to figure out if Mia got a rash or whatever.
Oh yeah, he even so much as said that he got this young children he gonna be stuck with. They need their mama.
Don't blame him. Do y'all blame him though?
No, but we also not gonna act like Mia not reaching the top of her contract. He said, "Oh Lord, this woman finna pass away before I leave her for the next one. What am I gonna do?"
Oh my God.
She finna age out like the first wife.
But I just think that I think that G rides for Mia because at this point G is too old to get another 27, 30-year-old woman.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the whole out of his bank account. Diabetic boinker.
And no money. and no money. They told the world that they don't have any money. He don't have any money. So he
got something. That diabetic boinker, that thing hard to work with.
Oh. And then
hard you to work with.
That don't let you come up. When you take that diabetic,
that don't let you come up for sure.
Oh my God.
That's not coming. The blood pressure and the diabetic is over. It's a wrap. It's nothing else happening there. Nothing. All he can do right now is
he can just continue his voyeurism and watch.
Mm-hmm.
But see, if Mia go, then the brothers might let him back into the bank account. And sometimes the bank account will get you in some places that the diabetic boinker won't.
But I think I get that. That's a good one too. But I just think for him at his age, he probably wants companionship too.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, at his age. And let me tell you something. If it's any women out here looking for a man old to look at Ashley, look at me.
They broke together, Tammy, please.
Yes, broke together. My whole thing is this just get you an age appropriate man and then live within your means. If you have Bentley dreams and you are only driving the Honda Civic, you better drive that Honda Civic with a Bentley mindset, because the thing is this, don't be trying to look for G who has maybe $10 million and older men don't really think, they're not trying to leave you no money.
No, they're not.
They're not trying to do that.
Like for a good time, not a long time.
Exactly. I worry about those women. Oh my God.
Well, the problem is Ashley and Mia didn't seem to go to the school of Anna Nicole Smith, and therein lies the problem.
It does work for some.
It works for some.
Anna Nicole Smith had a check. That man moved on with his life and went into the next dimension, and she was left with a coin, okay? Well, as much as we joked about her, baby girl was good, and now her daughter is good, even though she's not here. Anna Nicole did it right. So, like, it's... there's city girls, and then there's Anna Nicole.
Because you have to know your ABCs all the way through and can count to 100 before you start trying to go in and thinking you got a plan.
But look at Ashley though.
Ashley is crazy. Ashley should have had some money. Every time he was giving her 200, she should have been putting 100 up.
Then what you doing spending 200? One go in the bank, 150 really go in the bank, and then you go see what you can get outside for $50.
Especially if he pays for everything.
He does have some kind of cushion because she I don't ever really recall Ashley like being into the labels and doing. No,
let me say this about Potomac. Potomac is very much all four of us could be on Potomac. You know what I'm saying? We could be. I think any average woman out here in the world could be on Potomac. Potomac doesn't give me Atlanta pretentious vibes. It doesn't give me Beverly Hills. I got my own boutique. It doesn't give me that, right? It's just like, I mean, if Giselle Bryant can be on a show and I can wear everything in my closet and be fantastic. I don't even need no stylist.
Baby, not one. Let me tell you, I seen what I needed to see and I'm ready. I got 4 seasons worth of reunion dresses ready to go right now.
Not 4 seasons.
Because the standard is low, baby, and I can eat them up.
the standard is low, and so
Baby, that was
is,
Giselle had on a whole curtain. So
with the drawbacks.
not Jenny from the block. I cannot.
Yeah.
I
She
cannot
was
with the
dazzled by
drawbacks.
Jesus.
Not the drawbacks. I can't with the drawbacks.
Yeah.
Fly, auntie, please.
But I just
It
feel
was
like,
the hands for me, the hallelujah hands.
Yes.
but my whole thing is, I feel like these women are more. I really like Potomac because I felt like they were more like we could really relate to them. I really felt like that. You know, you look at Beverly Hills, like, no, you know, it could happen, but I feel like Potomac, we could definitely do that. Our hand, you know, in the morning, we could start in the morning filming.
Oh yeah, no, I'm ready to go. Call Carlos.
What's up, Los?
Like,
Right here, sir.
I'm ready. If that's what it is.
We got our own show already, Carlos. BBB. Beautiful black bloggers. Let's get it.
That's what I'm talking. There it is.
There it is. That sound on ready to me, baby.
Let's go. Beautiful black
Let me
bloggers.
go work on my tagline.
Wait, hold on. I used to be. I can go
Lord
right
have mercy.
now.
But my whole thing is they could really, really be a great show. But for me, Robin messed the whole season up. She came in and messed the whole season up. And that little piece of time that he talked to her, Robin, I need you to understand you on your last write-up too, ma'am. You're on your last write-up. Because Andy was not smiling. He was not taking, he's not playing with you.
It looks bad for him.
It looks bad for him.
Go tell him how he had to answer to that to the upper people. They probably was like looking at him like, you didn't know this?
That man said, why would you do this on a season when you know we didn't produce not now Roni Legacy, not now Roni in about 11 years? Why would you do that when you know that this is high stakes?
Why would you do that when Carlos is over here on the own, shutting it down?
Eating us up with love and marriage.
No. Carlos is over here on YouTube shutting it down.
Shutting it on YouTube. He ain't even got to have a show. He on YouTube.
First of all,
he's shutting it down on YouTube.
Carlos didn't call and tell us nothing, okay? This man came in and said, I know it's people on TikTok reviewing shows, but I'm Carlos and I'm here, baby. And I'm going to be the number one in the game. I said, Carlos, you couldn't. You had to come do our job.
What he do? How you do it? How he do it?
And he said, I know. Allegedly. Like,
Allegedly.
from his back. First of all, Carlos, you eating me up from your bathroom.
Like it makes like a louder sound when he says it now. He got a little soundboard now. And Carlos is kicking it up a notch for us.
I didn't come over here and start producing no shows. That's crazy how you would come over here in our yard and eat us up like that.
Every bag to be got, he's getting his hands in it.
And I will say this, when you look at his reviews, you forget that it's Bravo. You be like, Carlos, why you let that happen?
Yeah, no. Why would you let that?
You be like,
oh, a white refrigerator. Carlos used to give us good TV. The tight zoom on Nene walking up that driveway in that purple shirt. The gift. The gift. Child, Carlos gave us good TV.
But I
love
Andy,
Carlos.
When Andy was sitting there talking to her, and when he asked her, do you feel like you have to take up for one? And when she looked like this, I was like, girl, just say yes. Just say yes.
Just say yes so we can move on from your segment.
To him, period. She was just like, well, I thought Karen, I still can't get past that. I thought Karen was going to do it.
No, what I can't get past is she said I didn't have a reason to bring it up because we had already talked about
it.
Come on, skate coach. Skate coach says she's gonna be my friend of on the show.
Come
on, glided over. They went to marriage counseling. Glided over the fact that they didn't break up, but they put the wedding on pause. Like he didn't take her to task on those questions. Like what do you mean?
I would have.
What do you mean you didn't break up?
I would have.
Why did you go to marriage counseling? Like he didn't take her to task on those questions, and I think that's why people's like we're not seeing it for Andy because he doesn't ask those follow-up questions and get to the gristle of things.
No. Ebony's faces was giving us more than Andy's questions or Robin's answers.
Ebony's faces were everything. We knew exactly what she was talking about.
When she tilted it to the side, she said
when he asked her, do you think that they were intimate? Do you think it? No. Ebony was like, You just said he put his whole credit card down, and you don't think he went up in the room? Let me tell you something. If I get a room for one of y'all, I'm going up there to see what y'all room look like. What have I paid for?
Friend, what's this? You got a balcony?
I'm going to the room. Girl,
Let me, no, you know how black folks. Friend, let me come up and use the bathroom real quick.
Yeah,
Y'all gonna check out each other rooms in the Airbnb or the hotel room. Oh, this is nice.
Yes.
Yeah, I like, girl, I just want to make sure you okay. I just want to make sure your room is good and you good. I'm about to go. He at least went and checked.
And then why he had to go do it? Why he had to go do it? Why he couldn't do it right? I can't right there with him.
You could definitely call Hilton and the Marriott and them and say,
because he had to go to the bounce house.
He had to go do it.
He had to do it. There was none of that.
Oh, Tammy, let me tell you something. If Ebony, wait a minute. Look, Tammy said Ebony K. Williams needs to host the reunions. Let me tell you something. They ain't ready. They're not ready for them questions. Not from the attorney, Ebony K. Williams.
She finally made it to a reunion, though. That's what she said on her podcast. She said, I finally made it to a reunion.
Oh, that would be great. I would love to see her on there.
Carlos need to give us a show called Working Women, right? That's how we cycle back into Housewives That's Not Rich. And then on that reunion show, Ebony is the host of Working Women.
There it is.
There you go.
I'm with it.
Real working women. Women that
real working women.
Work real job. And then come on
wait a
here.
minute. Okay, wait a minute. Wait. Okay. The part when they had got into it, I forgot most of it, so y'all can fill it in. You remember when Robin was talking to Karen, right? And Karen had alleged that one was the one who hugged her to her breast went to her vertebrae, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Robin goes, so Karen, are you saying that one SA'd you?
Yes. She wanted to bring that to compare.
Girl, let me tell you something. Robin, if you don't hear or if this gets to you, okay? You cannot compare a hug, okay, compared to that night one had with Miss Canada Dry. Stop it. Because when I tell you...
No, Millie didn't get to stop it.
When I tell you that it was 3 room services on that receipt, it was 3. Danielle, if you ain't here, I know you know
3.
3 room services.
Yes, girl. It wasn't just paying for the room. We was ordering foods.
I posted it and I circled it. It was 3.
Oh,
well, did they work up a hunger?
They had dinner.
Yeah, Bouncing House will do that.
They had dinner that night. They had breakfast that morning. And then they had something that next day. She was there for about 2 or 3 days.
So he went on vacation with her.
Now y'all know that Juan got hungry while she was out on the date with her Ravens player. Y'all don't do that.
They were on a staycation.
But the way that Karen and them showed Robin grace, because if Robin would have said, so were you trying to SA Juan? I would have been like, ma'am, I was trying to bait you into talking about your raggedy cheating husband, the one that gets more ass than a toilet seat. That's who I was trying to get you to talk about.
If it wasn't for Ray, Karen would be a lot wilder than she is.
Yes. And you can tell
Karen be ready to take the girls to town, and she kind of look over her shoulder.
She said, "I got the phone." Ray tapped her on the shoulder.
She's like, "Ray, don't tell me not to
do. You can tell by that little dress she had on the other night that
Ray wasn't in town.
Hey,
she was in there with Mr. Blue Eyes.
You know, she had to go to a dinner after an event.
I had to go to KFC.
Event.
You know we love an event over here on the fly. We love an event.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me see what else.
Look, Monica getting her time check in the back. Her assistant keeping her in check.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Yeah, the 9-year-old saying, where the food at?
My 8-year-old probably somewhere living her best life. Like, oh, I'm not in bed.
Y'all, wait a minute. This is the part for me, and this is the part that I can't with Robin. This is when I can't with her. I feel like Robin trying to make jokes about herself. When she came out and said Juan just did this because he was bored. Robin, you are the woman at home, girl.
Yeah,
My
I
thing
would have never
is,
opened my mouth and
isn't it
said that.
exhausting and draining to
Who said a
constantly, not only in your mind, have to
You
make
seen
up
it, right?
excuses for this person, but
She
you have to constantly defend them. Like, this is like worse than watching the first 48 and somebody getting interrogated. Like, it is sad. Put her out her misery.
Child, let me tell you something. Even if my husband looked me in my face and told me he was bored, I'm trying to tell you that would stay between me, him, and whatever spirits was in the room when he whispered it, okay? I would
Exactly.
never get on Bravo, NBC,
Baby.
Universal and say
Baby,
out loud
look,
that this man...
This
told me I
Shirley
was bored.
Williams
He was
paint
bored.
on this wall. This is the only way it'll be because I was like, that is crazy.
Me, him, and Bear.
And you have a background in PR and you couldn't come up with nothing better than that?
That's the part. That's the fucking part, bro. And on season 1, she was still working. Like,
Yes.
you have a not far removed background in PR. Like
nothing?
Robin,
Maybe
in a world where you
Google
can
search
be
could have helped you
anything.
come up with something. Like,
When
Be
Robin-
something
we was on a
different.
break. We were separated when it happens. Like, something.
Yeah, give us the Gabrielle Union lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything. When Robin said,
He was bored.
he was an idiot. He was an idiot and he was doing this and he was just bored.
And Andy not
Robin.
taking him to task. So what happens down the line if he gets bored again? Are you gonna stay? Are you gonna go? What are you gonna do?
But even
No
to your
follow-up.
point earlier about the kids, how are you setting it's going to be up for
Don't give me-
Robin's daughter-in-laws. Them daughters will never be able to come to her and say, oh, Carter did, Corey did. She gonna be like, oh, it's all right. You know, men
It's
get
okay.
bored. Like,
It's okay because the thing is this.
Yeah.
It's okay because he's at home. He comes home every night and he can't do it forever.
you have a house, don't you?
Her mom is telling her that.
Yes.
And that's where that's coming from. And
But that's
shame
how
on
them
you,
old
lady.
country folks be.
Shame on you.
Just let him finish sowing his oats. Ma'am, we almost to the midlife crisis. What you mean sowing his oats? What time that stop?
Now, when he gets to the midlife crisis, he gonna be out the door.
Girl, that long
really ain't gonna
should
see
be done.
It ain't gonna stop till he have a baby on her.
Allegedly,
Allegedly,
it is one.
it's a little boy.
Allegedly.
The one he be
Allegedly.
picking up from school?
Allegedly.
Allegedly. It's the
Allegedly.
word on the streets now.
There's a baby somewhere. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly,
don't know,
he
but
seen
Wow.
dropping off and
it
picking
has
up.
been said.
Ain't nobody called and told me nothing. He do that before or after the laundromat.
Mhm.
I don't know. Don't worry about it.
Oh my God.
Mhm.
I will say this. I am so happy that this is over. I'm
Yeah,
happy
I am.
the show is over.
Yeah.
Now let me ask y'all this. I want y'all, what do you think? What would you like to see next season? If I watch next season, what would you like to see? Chit chat.
Ooh, child. If I watch next season, I want to see something lighter. And I want to see more like girl time mess, if you will. We got a little altercation because while we was on the girls trip, somebody got drunk. You said something I didn't understand. I took it out of context because we was drunk, and then patch it up. Like I just want to see something lighter, something more fun. I don't want to accuse anybody else. I don't want to talk about nobody else cheating. Everybody
Right.
keep their hands to themselves. Let's not fight nobody. Let's not assault nobody. And let's just have a good time. I want to see more of Candace working. I want to see more of Wendy working. If the candles is still a thing, take me to the little warehouse or whatever. And then I want to see Ashley going, Robin going, Ashley going, Giselle going, and I want to see Robin demoted because I want to see her like punished for her actions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sit there and watch it. Like that's what I want.
Because I feel like if she don't come and hit it running, I feel like you gotta go. Okay, Monica.
I want to see, the show is called Housewives. So everyone needs to have a mate. Giselle should not be on the show and we can't see no man. If
Well,
Giselle-
Giselle not,
Giselle
well,
introduce
let
a
me say
man,
this.
needs to
Giselle
go.
not gonna have no man, so you're gonna have
She needs to go. She needs to go because she is starting mess and the storylines doesn't make sense to me. We need to see what Ashley and Michael are doing in this new house when he's dropping the kids out, picking the kids up. We need to see him back on the show. Okay. We need to see Candace and her family. I need to see family action instead of people walking around attacking one another. I need to see families. I need to see what you're doing in your houses.
Okay. Fly Aunt.
I would like to see Yana come on the show. And do some team building.
Yo, what is wrong with you?
Girl, that would be a whole other
season.
Oh my
not
God.
on her watch.
Okay,
Not
I'm sorry.
on her
I
watch.
said something else. You said you would like to see a young on the show and what?
I would like to see I would like to see them do some team team building exercise. I want to see them try to bring the group together because it's the only way the show is gonna survive. Because you don't want to see people constantly arguing season after season. You know, you get drained by that because you already know what to expect. This side is clicked up, that side is clicked up. I would like for them to work on their relationships, moving past things if they can, but also just be in a space where we can have a good time. Let's just focus on having a good time. Don't worry about what my husband doing. Don't worry about him. I'm sure none of the men will be responding to any DMs, but let's just focus on what we can do as a group and showing the girls a good time, showing that Black women can get along and we can, you know, have these spaces and have our luxurious life and we can get along and have a good time and show people that we're multifaceted. We're not just about throwing shade, throwing daggers, tearing one another down. Let's change the narrative a bit and show that we can work through some things and we can move past some things. So that's what in a hopeful world, that's what I would like to see. And I think if they brought Iyanla on somebody like that, she could really shake it up.
I think what I would like to see, honestly, and I'm solely on the reunion, right? I would like to see if Karen would be on there, she has to give us more of her instead of giving us little digs in the confessional and just little face gestures. I don't want to see no more variety shows. I don't want to see any more of that. I would like to see Robin demoted because Robin has some work she needs to do. You know what I'm saying? And I would like to see Giselle come up and we find some stuff out about Giselle. And I'm not saying nosy, bad stuff. But I want to see what she does with Grace. I want to see what she does with the girls. I want to see, like, if she's going out with, what's his name, Stuart or whatever his name is. Or Jason, or what she's doing with that. And then I think Wendy is good. I think Wendy's situation is good. And I would really like to see the situation with Mia and Jacqueline.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
I would really like that because
I want to see Jacqueline never talk to Mia again.
And I hate to keep bringing this man's name up, but Carlos made a great thing. A lot of people don't like this group of women. You know?
That's fair.
I don't think, like, we can laugh at them or whatever, but Robin really just messed this whole season up for me. She messed it up for me.
The group of women just don't seem like they fit together.
And they don't like each other. They don't like each other.
That's the problem.
For Giselle to point at Wendy, I mean, not imply. You know what I'm saying? I could imply, she's okay. I don't know. I don't care too much for some people. She didn't say that. She said, I don't like her. So I didn't care if she had glass in her head or in her eye or wherever. Like, Giselle.
They're very mean to each other.
I was done with Giselle after that. I was like, it would have to be Jesus to come down here and say, Melissa, you're going to have to give him another chance. Give her another chance.
And I would have to say, Lord, show me, Lord.
You see how he be getting through the Tisha and Mel.
Oh, Lord.
Jesus would have to come down and show me.
I would really
make
like
it plain.
To see them, because I said they are a group that we can relate to more than any other installation of these housewives. I've always said that. I always felt like that. So I would like to see, like Giselle had a moment when we could all relate with her. Is she okay? Why didn't we see her recover? You know what I'm saying? Who was taking care of her?
Could she not? Never mind.
Yeah, just leave that alone. But I'm just saying, I would just like to see some I will, they live in a great area. We know that they can eat food anywhere. We know that they go to these different things. They can dress up. But I want Karen to step up. I want Sharice to step away, all the way away.
Or step into the champagne room. Give me the Sharice that we left off with, or don't come back. But I don't want no more polyester shirts, no more what a lace wigs. I don't want no more. I want her to get some beautiful clothes that fit her beautiful voluptuous body. I don't
nothing
want,
from Dress Barn.
Nothing from Steinmart. Okay, don't do that. But leave Chico's alone. But I don't. Give it to me.
They need to have a round table meeting. They need to have a meeting.
Yeah.
He needs to bring them to the round table, and they need to have a do over, and they need to just start over. They need to come back ready and willing to participate and entertain.
Have a Ponderosa.
Yes.
Get it all out there.
They said they have to get permission with cameras. I would love for Katie to come back. Katie doesn't even have to come back every episode. If she could come back 6 episodes, just spray some out. Just drop every once in a while. Let's drop some Katie in here.
As long as it's healthy for her sobriety, I want to see her on there. If it's not for that, then no, because like we know also what that looks like, and I don't want to watch that relapse on TV. We've seen that with Kim Richards, and that's just a level of darkness that
we don't need.
Yes, exactly. I agree.
Okay, ladies, I'm just gonna say we have 15 minutes, right? So we have done it, and Potomac, it's a wrap. It's put to bed. We're done with it. But we got to get into Wreck-It Ralph and Drew. Just real quick. Oh my God. I was, you know what? And I will say this. Let me say this about Atlanta. I'm so proud of them for taking a page out of Potomac's book and say, you know what? We're going to have to bring these cameras back. We can't have this whole reality situation going on. And then we're going to talk about it on TMZ and Page 6. And then the bloggers gonna be blogging about it. We're gonna have to show these people this. Like, I'm glad that they did that, but I need to know why Wreck-It Ralph went to Tampa. I just need to know that.
The world may never know.
And I didn't realize that I was that person, that woman who needs to know, because I always be like, whatever, it is what it is. But no, I need to know why you went to Tampa.
For some booty.
Why do you think he went?
I know why he went, but I need him to tell me.
Oh, you want, okay. I was just saying, okay, you want him to say why he went.
Yes.
Oh, well, let me tell you something. He gonna say it eventually because he that type of guy.
Oh no, we'll see it.
And it's gonna come out in the most nasty way.
Yeah, because he gonna do it. He is a very nasty individual, and he doesn't care who hard he smashes on. That's why you gave him the name Wreck-It Ralph. He is that Wreck-It Ralph. He's going to smash her. Let me tell you something. What he's about to do to this young lady. She think that she been crying. She think that her feelings has been hurt. What this man is about to do to this girl,
it's going to be catastrophic.
Much worse.
Baby, when I saw the words respondent and petitioner, I said, Drew, you're not ready for this ride.
You're not ready.
And if you
man took her phone,
you need to call me because I can help you with it. But baby, I'm telling you, you're not ready for it. Do not take none of this lightly. He's already told you that you can have an Escalade if you put it in your name. So you gonna be right here in an Uber. I ain't got time for it.
He took the phone and said, "This is my phone. I pay the bills." Okay, he is already same thing because they're in Atlanta, so she has proven her earning potential. He has already said she can make money. She doesn't need any spousal support. I would love to see the prenup though, because it feels as though some of the games that Ralph is playing is him trying to have court in the court of public opinion. Right. Yeah. It feels like, if I get enough people to say this, whatever. Because I still believe he went to people. Because how did people have to retract their story? How did people get the story first when she filed first? That was him.
But see, that's the thing. And that's what and people kept saying, oh my, because, people's like, they came back to me because I didn't know. They came back. Lily Chung, she filed 61 minutes before. And I was like, let me explain to you something. she could have filed the day before.
Mm-hmm.
If she wasn't in that headline, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. And
Because
he know
he
that.
had y'all, when I tell you I did not know what was going on. That's why I made the post with all the kids. Y'all, it was too much for me. I was devastated. I was like, girl, what the hell is going on? How is Wreck-It Ralph around here gonna just take you? That's crazy.
You was devastated? No.
Girl, this man that went all the way to Tampa. This man got messages from the massage assistant. He done
told her she deserved
already,
Lunchables.
He already had got me up for. I already knew. I wasn't even surprised because I know that type of man. That man was she was sitting there being crazy and not looking at the signs. When let me tell you something.
Absolutely.
He made her crazy and spun her so bad she didn't even see it coming.
Future husband, if you ever decide to tell me you went on a trip and I can't locate you for 3 days and I don't know where you are and you think you're going to come back to this house that you claim that's our house, you can forget about it. Future husband, don't try Miss Monica because that shit would have never worked with me. She should have left him then.
Do you understand that he was sitting there watching her the whole time?
And then he was watching her, watching what
Ralph
she was
had
doing.
cameras all in that house.
Now that's crazy.
What's crazy is this. This is what's crazy. We can have a knockdown, drag out fight. I go to my room. I'm thinking you just go sleep on the couch. You go to the airport?
The whole airport.
That is crazy.
And then you telling me everything that we doing in the house.
Listen, though, fucking with a bitch like me, he would have came back. Let me tell you something. The way I would have played Ralph, I would have never had an issue. Oh, you went to Tampa, Day 40, hour 48. I would have been on the phone with the lawyer. Yeah, lawyer, does this state that we're in recognize abandonment?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, because that'll get that divorce pushed through faster than anything. So, Your Honor, he went for 3 days, and then when he came back, he wouldn't tell me where he was, baby. I would have filed all the paperwork. And the thing with abandonment is because you abandoned me, I'm getting the alimony.
Yeah, but you want to sit here and tell me that I get my debt and you get your debt, and so now he doesn't want to come back for the filming.
He want to dictate everything like he does with her normally.
Like he normally
knew that was coming. She was listening to her mama.
Yeah,
and he was going to fight her tooth and nail so he can remain in control.
And
now I'm not saying that people cannot live with their family. I'm not saying that because sometimes, situations happen. But when Drew's mother was at the house so much, I recognized because it's certain type of men. And I was like, Ralph is not one of these men that need a minister in his house.
Exactly.
Trying to tell him what's right or wrong. We need to pray about this. No.
That was too much.
That was too much. It was too much for me.
It was too much for me too. It was too much. The mama should have went home and mind her business, like mothers too. You don't go live with your kids until you are not able to take care of yourself anymore. As long as you're able to take care of yourself, you don't need to live with your kids and their family. That's just known fact. That's
and then we need to have a conversation.
The relationship.
We need to have a conversation that times are changing. I'm taking care of you now, so you gonna have to follow these rules.
Exactly.
Just like you needed me to follow your rules under your roof, that's my roof. You're going to follow my rules. But see, the problem also with Ralph is that mom was a flashlight to their situation. It could have been anybody. It didn't have to be her mom. Anybody who came in here and looked at this situation from this point of view or from this point of view was always going to be detrimental to that situation because he was playing her for a fool. And like you said, Fly Auntie, he had spun her around in a circle to the point where she was too dizzy to see it. So when them fresh eyes came in, that was problematic for her because every night he spun her back in a circle. And that works as long as there's nobody there.
The fact that she didn't know what gaslighting is, I was like, Drew, this is the whole show. Do you not see? He does this to you for every episode he's on with you.
Every episode. Every.
And somebody asked, what does he do for a living? I want to say he was like a record executive.
Whatever he do.
I thought it was maybe like IT or something.
I was about to say, I thought it was in IT. That's why I was confused when he produced her new song.
Yeah.
I don't know, child. Something that affords them 5 assistants.
Well,
you can't have 5 assistants and in debt. Somebody not watching the pocketbook the right way.
Well,
we're gonna have to let one of these assistants go home and we're gonna have to pay some bills.
Because my thing is, I think for me, what was telling for me, and oh God, I felt bad for Drew because Drew still wants her marriage. She does not want this to happen. She does not want this going on because
this is number 2.
In the article, she was like, things are not good right now. Girl, not Best Buy. Oh my God. She was like, things are not good right now, but we're working on our marriage. Like, she wants her marriage. And I hate that for her. I hate she feels like that. But
he's a serial cheater. So you the only one working, sis.
It don't even matter.
When he had that dinner for her, and I was like, and I saw it, when it came on the show, but I talked about it since all this has happened, and I looked at it again. I was like, this dinner was never for Drew. This was never for you. It was for you to talk about what a good husband he is. Mm-hmm. Because at the end of the night, he said, I have learned I should not do nice things for you, and I regret doing this.
Yes, he did.
It was never for you. It was never
for McDonald's. He called her.
And that's the episode I stopped watching. I was like, I can't watch this girl get dragged no more.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is,
you had watched it?
She watched it. She said after she didn't watch no more. But
after that, I was like, I can't do this no more.
Whoever, and this is serious, whoever's out there in the bouncy house, y'all need to get away from him because he's really not that man.
No,
it's not the flex you think it is.
No, it's not. It's really not a flex at all.
And now that he can't take it out on her anymore,
it's coming.
The next one is gonna get it even worse.
And I was
what they call it, the auntie effect.
When she didn't read that book, and when he didn't adopt that son, it is what it is.
So how many kids they have?
2 together, and then they have Josiah.
Yeah.
So 3.
Yeah. And so he made sure that he put that in that divorce in that claim.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
Now, and that's hurtful also. That's hurtful not only to her, but also to the child.
Mm-hmm. And
but my whole thing is, wait a minute,
was hurtful to the child.
But wait, Drew is like a superstar in her own right, though, right?
She's an actor, ain't she?
Superstar might have been a drag.
Okay.
But ain't she an actor? Does she act?
I didn't mean it like that. I really didn't. I love Drew Sidora.
She does act, right?
She does.
Yes,
she acts and she sings.
Yes,
she's an actress.
Thank you, Miss White. She's an actress. She is, and she's
okay. So she
old girl from the game. The game
is like syndicated.
Yeah, that's really where a lot of us know her from. The game.
Yeah.
Camille Anya Derwin.
Who is? Yeah. Okay, Ralph is no one outside of Drew. Ralph has been put in the spotlight because of Drew. Now, and I don't mean this in the wrong way. Right. This is going to be a great storyline for her. Like, and I'm not saying this is just what we need. We don't need, but we need this because we've all been waiting on this, Drew.
No, we've been
she needs it. She needs to stand up. She needs to show what she got a backbone. She got some
I don't even care about it for a story to blog. I don't even care about it for a story to blog because I don't even like to blog on people's pain. I care about it because she didn't even need to be with that dude. When I first seen the show, when he talked to her, when he left for 3 days, that's the first time I ever watched them together. And I was devastated for her. I was like, really, girl? And this is how you taking this? And the way that she was walking around their house and the way she was like, oh my God, he's watching us. I was just like, what?
Girl, when she said, I'm sitting here and I don't want to mess up this meal. I am walking on eggshells right now. Drew, that's when you should have left. If you can't just say how you feel and he just pops off because you're saying this is a nice night, this is a nice high, but our lows are lows, and then you just mess his night up, and then he answers no questions for you. Just like when he said, I'm gonna get you an appointment with Dr. Ken so he can help you to know how to talk to men because he said this, and this. She said, oh, well, he said you was a maniac. So then he gets mad.
You want to call out what the doctor said?
Because she didn't fall in line. She didn't fall in line to what he had mapped out.
But you just sat here and told me what the doctor said about me. I can't say what the doctor
standing up for herself at that moment. Because that's really the first time I seen her stand up for herself.
But like, at the end of it, she didn't follow through with it.
No.
Well, I mean, she followed through now, 61 minutes early.
Yeah, but because when you're talking to an abuser, because he's a mental abuser, you fall in your shell once you think you got a voice and you reaching for it. But then when he overpowers you because he knows how to, you fall back. And that's what he did. That's why he jumped up and started acting like that, because he had to show her again, I still have the power over you. So you better sit down. And then she crawled back in her shell. And that's what abusers do. And
I would have never let a man who rented the patio on the side of somebody's store talk to me like that.
Yeah, that's what he did. And any woman that he's out there bouncing housing, remember, that's what you get.
Mm-hmm. Because it's the auntie effect. Because, you know, when you go to your auntie house, you can act good for them. You act out for your mom because you're with your mom 7 days a week. But when you go to your auntie house, it's fun. But see, you mess around, you think it's going to be fun to live with auntie. So you leave mama house, you go live with auntie. And then auntie got to be with you 7 days a week and ask you about the bills and when the kids getting fed and can you pick the kids up. And now you just as mad at auntie as you was at mommy. Because you are the problem.
Yes. And so that's my thing. Like, why are you sitting here telling me that I can put my truck in my name? Like, I'm Drew Sidora. Get out.
First of all, that's another note for all of these women out here that's marrying men and going and changing your social security number, name, all of this because you married now. And when that leave you, he gonna tell you, oh, this is mine. You need to go on about your own. Women need to realize, keep stuff in your own name. Stop doing that. Because
no. I'm keeping my name.
Thank you. Keep the stuff in your name.
She's like, I earned
I
earned that.
Nah, come on.
I earned it.
But you know what? I just really hope Drew can. I want her to be strong through this, right? Because if she looks back at it, and I know it's hard sometimes because you can fall right back into it. But when she looks at it, it's like, this dude has really just been tearing you down, girl.
Mm-hmm.
In front of you.
But the sad thing, I feel like
everybody.
If he comes to her and say, I'm gonna go to therapy, I'm gonna change, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, she'll take him right back.
I don't like that. And I mean, I get it. I'm not saying that I'm above it, we're above it. I'm not saying that. But I just don't. After the things that we've seen Ralph do, I just don't want her to do that. Hold on. Mm-hmm. Somebody said.
I was definitely don't want her to do that, child. Please.
I was so happy when they said that. When it came across the screen, I was so happy. I was like, oh, good for her. Good for her. Bye. Good.
Well, ladies, we have come to the 2-hour mark. This has been fantastic.
Amazing.
I thank you all for doing this with me. I really appreciate it. I thank everybody here who is in this chat. Thank you all 15 of you, all 18, 20 of you, whoever came. Thank you. Fly Auntie Cooks, where can we reach you? Where can we find you? Where can we love on you?
The Fly Aunt Cooks TikTok is my main house and Instagram is my side bitch. And I apologize for coming in late and having my little audio issues, and just thank you for your patience. Thank you, guys.
It's okay.
Child, it happens to the best of us. That we only knew how to fix it because it happened to us.
Yep.
Hallelujah.
You guys can find me at Girl What's the Tea all over the place. All right. But I'll be back here live at Girl What's the Tea on YouTube on Tuesday. So be looking out for my info. And y'all see, watch out for my new little thing. I got my stop it. Y'all like my stop it? Y'all like my stop it?
Stop it.
Stop it.
Okay, Chit Chat. What about you?
Don't play that shit.
Period. I'm Housewives and Chit Chat on TikTok and on Instagram. Those are the two that I'm at the most. I be getting into the tea a little bit on Twitter, and that's Housewives and CC because Chit Chat is too long.
Okay, all right. And I'm Millie Chun. It's your girl Millie Chun. I'm at Millie Chun 08 on TikTok. I'm Millie Chun on Instagram. I'm Millie Chun on this YouTube page. And we'll be out soon with the website and the upcoming podcast. So just be patient with me and we kind of get it together. But this has been wonderful. Wonderful, ladies.
Thank you so much for having me and pulling me into this. I love it.
Yes. And maybe when a big reunion, maybe we'll do the Housewives of Atlanta reunion.
We're gonna have to.
Now y'all gotta come. Well, I gotta do something for Bell Collective because you know that's my show.
Oh yeah, we can do that too.
Well, you know, we are Mississippians, so that's really our show too. Because you know we from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm from exactly where they are.
I'm definitely on the collective all the time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I'm definitely.
So I'm gonna take us out with a TikTok dance. We all need to do a little TikTok dance.
Okay, what we doing? Oh,
we doing a Robin Dixon.
This what they be doing.
Yes, y'all, this has been great, and I really do appreciate you, ladies. I love y'all, and I think y'all are fantastic.
Love y'all. Night.
Bye.
Thank y'all for being here. Bye, y'all, and like, share, and subscribe to Millie Chun. Bye.
Bye.